Hi friends, welcome to this pre-market analysis of Nifty, where on a chart we try to make informed guesses of where buyers and sellers are. So these are the lines we drew yesterday, and as you can see, Nifty has taken perfect support on this at this level. This had been a monthly, weekly, and a daily level, so it has actually taken good support at this level. Just in yesterday's video, I was explaining how these monthly levels could show some violent buybacks and sell-offs. As you can see, it went all through the day. Nifty was falling all the way, and then there was a huge buyback that happened, and it managed to close above this level. So this is Nifty on a daily candle frame, a candle time, daily time frame, and this is all the levels that we drew yesterday. So as usual, let's just delete all the levels and start afresh. At the monthly time frame, the the bias is bullish. It was bullish and it is still bullish. Why is it bullish? Let me just draw this level. It is bullish because this low is the new base that buyers had created after creating this low. So they just made a higher low, and that's why it's bullish. It's as simple as that. The most important level is previous ATH all-time high. Let me draw it in a thick line in red color. The most important support to look at is previous swing high. Nifty is taking support at that uh, level right now. Let's see if it can hold through the month. So a monthly candle below this would be considered bad for Nifty, and a monthly candle is half a month away. Oops, I just clicked I just changed the time frame by mistake. Now the next important support level is, I said this as I said, this base that has been created by the buyers who bought at a higher level than they previously did. So these are the only three important levels on a monthly time frame. And the bias is bullish. Going over to the weekly time frame. On a weekly time frame, I was not sure of what is Nifty's bias previously. I believe, still not sure. Why am I not sure? This high is higher than the previous high. So it has made a higher high. It did not make a lower high. That means the sellers did not create a new low. Now this low has already been taken. That means that this base created by buyers has already been invalidated by the sellers. So now I either need a higher low or a lower high to come to a bias. Until then, I do not have a bias, and I do not like to trade in these markets. So on a weekly time frame, so the bias is still not sure. Important level is this flat top. Flat tops and flat bottoms are important levels of sellers and buyers. Let me mark it in red. Now coming over here, let's see if there's any important levels that I need to mark. So if Nifty decides to come down, this is one important level, but let me go one time frame down and then decide if I should mark this. There's a reason for it. Let's go down to the daily time frame. And now let's look at this level. This level becomes more significant right now. Why is it more significant? Because this has become a major low. What's a major low? There's a low that's higher than this low on the right of it and on the left of it. So this becomes a major low. A major low is a level of big buyers and big liquidity. So it acts as a magnet, and the index could take a major rejection from here once it reaches here. So what I was indeed expecting is Nifty to come all the way down here and get bought back from here, but it has been bought back a little above it, not a little above it, quite above it actually. So it has been It did not even reach this swing low, which is not a major low, but this is a major low. I expected Nifty to take a break here. But this is a phenomenon that I have been seeing for quite a while now. The exact levels are not being taken. It could be the algos working. It could be the AI trading machines that could be, actually front running these trades. No idea. But this is a recent phenomenon. The traditional charts always took these levels in their exact to the exact point. Now coming to the 4-hour time frame. The daily, okay, so did I just tell the bias on the daily time frame? Sorry. Well, it was not sure and it is still not sure because it hasn't made a swing high or a lower high or a higher low. Are there any important levels to look out for? Well, this was an important level. It was not as important as this one, but it's an intermediate level. I could maybe perhaps just put a dashed line to it just to say that it's not that as important as this level. Now going to the 4-hour time frame. The 4-hour time frame was also not sure. Let's see what's it right now. It is still not sure because it hasn't made a swing high that is lower than the previous swing high. Are there any important levels to mark? There is this one or these two candles could that acted as an order block. Let me just mark the midpoint of these two candles. This is an interesting level. Now let me just go back to where did Nifty. This is an interesting level. I had missed this out entirely yesterday. These two candles are an order block. Why is it an order block? These are the last red candles before Nifty went for a toss on the higher level. So after these two, the smart money gathered our orders in these two candles. It jumped. It gave a huge jump, taking all the stop losses of the people who entered the shorts in these two candles. So that's an area of good liquidity. I think that's where the support came from and not from this dotted line that I drew here. I did not mark it yesterday. I missed it entirely. Going to the hourly time frame, it was bearish, and that bearish scenario has, I believe, changed. Let's see. Yes, this was a swing high, and that swing high has been taken, and there is no higher lows created. So it has become not sure on the, like, I am not sure of the bias on the hourly time frame. So it's not a very good market for an option buyer like me. I did take a trade today, and uh, well, I caught a decent bit of the fall today, but then I was caught up with something else and did not exit, and I hit a small stop loss. It was almost like a break-even trade, but the profits were huge when I did ride on the loss. But I did not capitalize on it. I could not capitalize on it. It was a bad day. That's it for now. Whatever I explained here is only for educational purpose, and I'm not a certified analyst. Thank you.